Hi, this is Erica Dyer with Incoherent Ramblings of a Crazy Bitch and my therapist that I needed like no other on Friday night. We'll talk about that. Nick, you
Glad
are
to.
my therapist.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I got your paragraph on my phone. I may have been deliriously sick and d dying of a fever. I don't know.
I know you said you got sick again.
Yeah, I know. I need to
Yeah,
quit. I need to quit licking doorknobs.
yeah, exactly. Quit going back home. Maybe that's what it is.
Listen. Like I texted you. Her name was Candy, but she didn't taste like it.
God, you're killing me.
I know.
All right, I got my cards. I'm gonna pick a random card. We're gonna start off with a card. You said new on the New Year's.
Yep.
We're gonna start off with cards.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
here we go. I need glasses. Oh, that's a stupid one. I might have to pick another card after
Oh, it's
this.
it's that bad. It's that bad.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Um, have you ever had sex in five different states?
No, I have
You
not.
know, that's sad. I haven't either.
No.
Quite honestly.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
was trying to think if I had sex outside of Indiana, but I might
Yeah,
have had
maybe
sex in
maybe
Ohio.
maybe like three states, but
Oh
not
God,
not
that
not
beats
not
me.
five, not five.
That beats me because I
Yeah.
was trying to think of where I would have traveled with people. And Jesus, I guess it would have just been Ohio. That's fucking sad. I don't like that card. All right, I accidentally picked two, so we'll just do the other one too.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Oh, have you ever had sex while at work?
No, I have not done that. Um, tried it. Tried to make it happen, but no, didn't.
Try to make it happen. Was she not receptive to it or?
Well, okay. It's not really at work. I should have said it's more of like I should be more specific. It's more like my place of work. I was showing her where I worked, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is my
Uh,
office. This is my desk, and
hmm
desk is very sturdy, and tried to get it going on that way. Wasn't having it. Wasn't having it.
Hey,
She's like, it's late. There's nobody here. We might get caught. I'm like, she's like, oh, security might roll by. I was like, there's nobody gonna roll by this fucking building. Trust me. Nobody cares that much. So I tried to get it going on. She was just not having it. I mean, I was how do I say this? I was trying to be pushy, but not too pushy. And like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
once it reached a certain point, I was like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I can understand her part because she might have been afraid about cameras and stuff too.
Yeah, my boss didn't have any cameras in the building either.
Yeah, but I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. How about you?
Back,
How about you?
I back in the day. Now I wouldn't do it. But shit, back when I was in high school, I worked for our local grocery store, Scott's, and I worked in the produce department. And our produce department often, it was open till like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I had evening hours. And yeah, yeah, there's been times that my boyfriend would come in and we did it on your veggies back in the cooler. Tasty, tasty. You got
Uh,
those big pallets with the
oh my God. Gives new meaning to the word cucumber.
tasty. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh
God, that
goodness.
reminds me of a story of my friend who lives out in Nashville. He told me a story like that when him and his wife were first dating. He and her got it on at like their this print shop he worked at,
Uh,
and on a pile of t-shirts for some cheerleaders in town or whatever like that. And he told me, he's like, yeah, once I was done, I wiped my dick off with one of those cheerleader t-shirts and threw it on the pile. I'm like, that's hilarious.
oh my God, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he really didn't like the place he worked at and his boss, so he kind of just was like, fuck it, if I get fired, it's fine. So he just didn't really care.
Oh my God, that is so wrong.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome. How was your Christmas? I know you went back home, or you're still
Yeah.
back home right
No, no,
now.
I'm still here. I was supposed to leave yesterday, but I've once again I've been horribly ill, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm finally feeling like 90% better. So I think they're gonna live in a couple of days. I'll be fine. But yeah, it's been good. You know, it's been nice having
Good.
family and friends around, hanging out. You know,
Awesome.
it's been good. I like it.
Good, good, good.
But I'm ready to get back to doing everything. So yeah. How about
Yeah.
you? How about you?
Well, mine was good too. It was just me and the boys, but Zachary, my oldest, he got me um like a spa day. 4 hours at a spa in Fort Wayne. I don't even know what's all gonna go on in 4 hours. I don't know if it's like massage or facial or shit like that. And then Conrad, God, see, I'm taking it out. This
Yeah.
is so Conrad gets me. I God, I'm laughing. First of all, it's it's a massager, but it's not that kind of massager. But what's funny about it, I you have like they look like gun clips. This is the
Oh
battery.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh my
we were,
God.
I know. And then so we were sitting there turning this damn thing on. How do I turn it on again? Oh, that battery's probably dead. Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus, there we go. So oh, that hurt me. Oh, and get my hand. I go, now, if you guys hear noise from my bedroom, I'm using that massager. And Zachary goes, we didn't get you that kind of massager. But yeah, I was like, are you guys trying to tell me something? Zachary gets me a spa day, and Conrad gets me like this industrial fucking
Yeah, yeah.
massager thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
They're trying to get you out of the house. They're trying to get you out of the house now.
I'm like, it's called a Theragun. It's a
Yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Just so you're aware, they do make a suction cup wall mount for that. Just so you know,
I'm just like,
there are
wow.
a few ladies I follow on OnlyFans that really like that massager.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm, I have to
yeah. I think
find them.
I don't know if yours is waterproof or not, but they've used it, you know, during shower time.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
My kids. I'm telling you. But yeah, I was like, you guys must think I'm really stressed. So Christmas was good, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And then um so I don't put up a regular tree. I've gone through the years, like, because I have all these fucking cats. I've had blow up trees. One year I put up a tree, actually for many years, a tree that was just like a big cardboard cutout of a tree, like like they did in that one monk episode. And then I've also past few years, I have a pop-up tree.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, yeah, so that's what I put up. I had it go down and done the next day.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, Christmas is over. Let's get rid of this tree.
Oh yeah, no. No, I think yeah, that's what mom does as well, and I don't blame her one bit. Like it's literally like it's a coiled thing. You just pull up and
Yeah,
it's up and you like it disengage something and put it back down and put it back in this flat box.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And I'm like, I love this. The cats, but the thing is, the cats will get inside of it and you can slightly see through it and you'll see these cats in there, but that's all right.
Oh man. Yeah, no, she loves it. I think like the lights didn't work this time and she had to like figure out light the how to change a fuse or something like that and it worked out fine or whatever. But yeah, it was the most like it's the most like low key little maintenance you'd ever need on a tree ever. Because I remember we used to we've had a couple of fake ones and things like that, and they've always been like a pain. And I know my aunt still does this, even though I don't know how she does it, but she'll still like pull out the full size fake tree and put up every ornament herself. And I'm just like, don't do that anymore.
That's a
No,
lot,
no, there's no
man.
need to, man. Either sell it or chuck it. I understand the ornaments are, all the ones we made as kids. Keep them, that's fine, but like, make things easier for yourself. Come on.
I told you what I did accidentally with the ornaments my kids made, didn't I? Think I did.
I think yeah, we discussed it last year,
Yeah.
but I think people who haven't heard definitely want to hear that story again.
Well, when we cleared out the basement, we got rid of all the boxes of Christmas decorations, and it didn't even dawn on me like their ornaments were in there. All the stuff that they made me when they were little
Yeah.
got thrown out with the trash. Fuck
Jeez.
them kids.
Oh
We're
well.
not we're not a sentimental family.
Oh well.
No,
Hopefully.
actually I did feel kind of bad because there were pictures of them and stuff, but I can't get them back, so no
Yeah.
sense crying.
Yeah, well, hopefully they leave this year. Hopefully they leave this year.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, actually, Conrad had a friend over the other day. They were hanging out in the garage, some of them, and they came in to make a pizza, and I heard them talking, and the friend said something about Conrad said something about living here, and the friend was like, "Oh man, I moved out as soon as I turned 18." And I'm like, "Yeah, you listen to your friend there, Conrad?" Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm wondering, I'm thinking, now that Conrad is his friends are starting to say something, he will. But see, Conrad's thing is he wants to immediately buy a place. He does not want to rent at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
He wants to immediately buy because I mean, he could absolutely rent a place. Same with my other son. They want to buy. And the problem is finding something they can buy that doesn't get outbid from what their offer was, um, or that's actually worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that they're not going to get screwed on. But Peanut, I don't like you walking around this computer, this laptop I have kind of precariously. Go away. He's gonna not listen, I'm sure. But yeah, that's the problem because I'm like, you guys need to be looking at an apartment or some shit like this. I'm about ready to have a mental breakdown. You need to get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, and like that's the thing is like they can rent for like, a year at least and then look for a place and eventually move out. Like it's not incredibly difficult. It's just, it would probably help them out, while looking for a place while they, lock one down. So,
Well, but if they're renting a place, then they're going to be spending money that they could be using for a down payment.
correct.
I
Correct.
get it, I get it, I get it, but damn. Mm,
Yep. Yep.
drive me nuts, drive me nuts.
Yep. Exactly. But
Yeah.
how did your comedy show go that
Uh,
happened a few weeks ago?
the comedy show, it was actually just this past weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had been in Kentucky filming a movie. So let me tell you about that first. It was a cute little movie, The Town Without Halloween. It's gonna be a cute one that'll come out in the fall around probably late September. But I gotta bring this up first because you came up in a conversation.
Oh, oh dear God.
So we were all sitting in this room, um, waiting for our turn. So one of the places that they rented, it was like a haunted attraction. Like during the fall, it's a big haunted attraction. So we were like in the back room. Matter of fact, that's where I took that one picture with that one creature that has all the spikes through them and stuff.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep, we were just in the back room waiting for them to call us and our turn. Well, there was this one young lady there, and she's talking and talking and talking and going on and on. She's from Florida. She's Indian. Her dad came over when he was 3. Yeah, you know where this is going,
Oh,
right?
oh
Hey,
God.
I'm
Oh
just
God.
sitting there at first, and then as soon as she said, "Yeah, my dad is Indian, my mom is white," I'm like, And she's like, my dad is very traditional. He came over when he was 3. And I'm like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you have any like cousins or young aunties that are looking for marriage? And she's like,
Oh my god.
oh, she goes, I mean, my cousins are around 19. I said, no, that's too young. I'm looking for or between 25 and early 30s, or maybe,
Oh my god.
I said, no, it gets worse. I go, somebody that can still have children, and I'm like
Oh
having
my
this
god.
whole conversation. She's like, I'm not sure. That's something that you'd have to talk to my dad about. And I'm like, okay, well, all right. And then further on in the conversation, it came up she was only 14. I had no idea.
Jesus Christ.
This girl looked like she was 20.
Oh
We're
well.
talking full face of makeup. And young girls nowadays, they develop early. And the way she talked, she's been acting since she was a child.
Oh,
Uh
that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the parents keep pulling her out of school so she can come and do movies. But she does modeling, she does singing, dancing, movies, whatever. She was actually in, had a small scene, but she did, uh, have a line in it. The act that was on Hulu, where about Gypsy Rose and her mom, that Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that. So she was very mature for her age. I would not have had this kind of conversation that I had with her had I known she was only
Oh my
14.
god. That's hilarious. That's
Because she
fucking
was like,
hilarious.
well, why doesn't he just have an arranged marriage? And I'm like, well, he doesn't really want an arranged marriage. He wants a love match. And we had like this whole conversation, and then
Oh
I
my
felt
god.
horrible. I'm like, oh
Oh
my
my
God,
god.
she's 14. Holy crap. I felt like really
uh,
awkward after that.
oh my god, that's funny.
Oh
That's funny.
God. But yeah, I filmed that up until like 2 a.m. Friday morning. So it was like 2 a.m. Friday morning. So I went back to my hotel, went to sleep because that comedy thing, and this is one of the things I was texting you about.
Yeah.
So I signed up, or I got selected as one of the entrants for the Summit City Comedy Club. Thursday night there was one show, 15 comedians. Friday there was 2 shows, 15 in each show. So from those 45 total, 3 would be selected from each show to move on to the Saturday finals. So there would be 9 that would move on, and there would be 2 shows on Saturday. Um, when I first got my initial email, it had me down as Friday, and that's what I've been putting online. That's what is said on their website. We had a whole conversation about it,
Yeah.
about being in that second column, and which was for Friday. And I get an email last week, and the dude was like, well, go ahead and post this on your social media and we'll see you on Thursday. And I'm like, I wrote him back. I said, well, uh and this was before Christmas actually. And I
Yeah.
said, well, it said Friday. Or I want to confirm that this is supposed to be Friday. And he emailed me back and said, so you can't do Thursday? And I said, well, it's not that I can't do Thursday. I said, your website has me as Friday. And the initial confirmation email says Friday. I said, chances are I'll be at all the shows anyways, but I need to make sure. Well, I never heard from him. And
Oh
then when
god.
I found out about this movie, you know, it, I thought the movie only needed me for 1 day. Turns out they wanted me for 3 days. And I'm like, oh, I can't do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I have to have Friday off. So I confirmed with them, yep, if we can, which is why we filmed so late on Thursday, was because of me. I felt terrible, um, but I had to leave. And so I get a message finally, like that last Wednesday, saying, okay, that's great. You can do Thursday. We'll go ahead and put you down then. I said, well, now I can't. I never heard from you. So I'm down in Kentucky filming a movie, and I told them that I would be available Wednesday and Thursday. And they go, that's okay. That's no problem. You still have 8 comp tickets. And that was the first time they ever said shit to me about us having comp tickets. That's another thing that they completely screwed up on, because I had 4 people that paid for tickets already
Oh, jeez.
because I didn't know there were any comp tickets. They said nothing to us about comp tickets initially. So I did get, 6 other people in with the comp tickets, but still, if we have comp tickets, let us know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was just frustrating, but he said that's fine, Friday's fine. Okay. So I filmed super late on till Friday morning. When I got, this is another thing that fucking irritates me with these hotels, because this is not the first time this shit has happened to me. I got back to the hotel, it was about 2:30 a.m. Went up to the front desk. I said, what's your late checkout for tomorrow? Or what's your late checkout? And she goes, would 1 o'clock be okay? I said, 1 o'clock would be perfect because it's a 4-hour drive home, change. I have to be up in Fort Wayne at, it was 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there by 6:30. The show's at 7:30, but we got a draw for slots and things like that. And I had to get gas and stuff. But I said 1 o'clock would be perfect. They're fucking calling my room at like 12. Well, when are you leaving? We just wanted to check. And this is not the first time this shit has happened to me. I actually had one hotel that they kept knocking on my door like every 15 minutes. Are you leaving yet? No, I have a late checkout. Are you leaving yet? And then they're calling me. Are you leaving yet? No, oh God, that irritated me. But anyways, got back, got changed, got up there and got ready for my show.
Yeah,
Um,
that hotel shit irks me, man. I remember
mm,
me and Jeff were in what was it? At a hotel in Orlando, man, and checkout was 11:05. Some lady started opened up the door, and I was like, and we literally everything was packed. He was putting his shoes on, and I was like, we're leaving right now.
that is such bullshit. Such
You know, like
bullshit.
our bags were behind us, we're taking showers, we're good to go. We're ready to like actually leave the room. And they're like, are you done yet? I'm like, it's 11:05. 11:05. Okay.
Wow. Wow. I have one worse than that. And this kind of, we'll get back to the
Okay.
stand up in a moment here. But I was working a project with this woman. We have our hotels usually booked for us. And I think there was an issue with what date she was supposed to check out or what time. Anyways, let's say the checkout time was 11 o'clock. Well, she was still at work. She got back to the hotel, the room was cleared. And she's like, well, where's my stuff? They fucking cleared her room and threw it all in the dumpster, not counting the shit I'm sure they stole.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm like, what if she had fucking been killed somewhere and the cops needed to come and check her room? I mean, when you walk in and you're finding clothes and luggage, and obviously they did not come and collect their things, who in their right fucking mind thought that that was okay to pack her shit up and throw it in the dumpster? And they actually told her well, you can go, the trash hasn't been collected yet. You can go collect it from the dumpster. Oh man, she raised such, and rightfully so, got a hold of their general manager. They had to issue her a check because
Oh
she's like,
yeah.
I'm not taking that stuff from the dumpster. And luckily because we do work on these projects, and I think it was a go live. So, these are very short. We come in for like 12-hour days, and it's very short. We're only there for like a week or so. Um, she didn't have anything in the room that she couldn't live without. Like
Oh
she
yeah.
didn't have, stuff, but yeah. Yeah, I could not believe. Yeah, and that was my first thought. What if she had been a murder victim? Or what if she had been a murder victim, or somebody raped her and they found her laying somewhere and the cops wanted to come check that room? They fucking cleaned it.
Yeah.
Got rid of her shit. I still cannot believe that. I think that was in Texas, actually.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yep. All right, so back to the stand-up. So I unfortunately I don't have a recording of it. Nobody thought to record it. This venue had signs up saying, no cell phones, no recordings. And I tried telling them, I'm like, if you put your phone on record, just set it on the table, it's fine. I said it's when people are like,
Yeah.
and taking. Nobody fucking recorded it because they didn't want to get in trouble. Like, God damn it. Um, but I was the last. I was supposed to go last, but then somebody else either got a joker or whatever, and there was one other person after me. But I went up there. I was so fucking confident in my set. I'm telling you. I did, you remember the anal podcast? I picked that one. I know I did that one because it had such great responses and people had commented on it. And it was one of ours that had um the most views, Erica's Back Door. So if anybody wants to listen to that original podcast, it's Erica's Back Door. I don't remember what episode it
I
is,
think
but
I think it's like 4 or 8 or something like that. It's in like the it's in like the
7,
first.
or it's
Yeah.
it's one of those earlier ones.
Yeah.
So and it's short. It's like less than 30 minutes. So I hit it, dude. I felt so confident. Yeah, of course, I had a couple drinks before I got on stage. But I, for the most part, sat up at the bar. I did not go in there. I didn't want to psych myself out and listen to the other comedians and be distracted by my friends and stuff like that. I sat up at the bar and ate some cheese fries, had a couple drinks. Then I went in and I sat at my one friend's table, and it was a couple people. Then they were going through them like nobody's business, and they called me. I was so fucking confident. That's why I'm floored that I didn't get moved on. I was not in the top 3. And I am floored because, dude, I hit every fucking joke. I started off with, prom night. Then I transitioned into, um, you know, uh, playing the ass virgin. Um, and then I do you remember the dude I told you about that I walked into my house and he was laying on the floor with his legs in the air?
Yes. Yes.
Dude, I threw myself to the fucking ground.
Oh my God.
I threw myself to the ground and threw my legs in the air and was like, look.
Oh my God.
I threw and
Holy
then I
shit.
jumped back up like I'm a fucking jackrabbit and said, I should have been a little more specific about how open I was going to be. And then I transitioned into
Oh my God.
into into the guy that all he wanted to do was eat ass. And I even did, oh my God. So let me think of how I did this because it was so fucking good.
Oh my
I
God.
wish somebody would have recorded it because I'm telling you, it was the best fucking set of my life. So I talked about how we were going to be more open. Walked into my house one day and there he is on the floor. And then I threw myself to the floor, lick my ass, jumped back up, and I said, I should have been a little more specific about how open I was willing to be. salad tossing. I can't even order a salad at a restaurant anymore without cringing and getting flashbacks. But then I dated this guy, and that's all he wanted to do was eat ass. He would come home drunk from the bar and want to bury his face in my ass. He would eat it up. I said, now I can tell you, my ass is not a pleasurable place to eat, but maybe it is. I could hear the reviews now. 3 Michelin stars. Great place to eat. Good for all. And then I transitioned into the next.
Oh my god.
And
I
then
just no. Just seeing. I can't. Like just mentally trying to picture you throw yourself to the floor and have your licks up in the air.
I did,
I
dude.
can't. Like just the mental picture is enough for me to like start laughing and crying at the same time. Like I just can't. Like oh
I
my god.
did. And I could hear the audience laughing. And I had to practice this shit in my hotel room because I'm like, I don't know if I can flop to the floor and get back up. But I did it. I seamlessly did it. I flopped to the floor and put my legs in the air and then I jumped back up. I was hyped up. I was good. I was on it. And then I'm like, I have been anal free since 2012. Of course, I've also been date free since then too, but that's another thing. It was great. And then by that
Oh
time,
my
and
god.
then I was starting to go into one last joke, which I'll go into more detail in a moment here. And then I saw them flashing the light on me, which means you're overtime. But I'm like, there ain't no dude, the MC dude isn't to my left. It's like he's over there leaning against the fucking wall. You don't wait until I'm done to walk your ass up there. He should have started walking up there because I look out of my peripheral vision
Yeah.
when I see them starting to walk and I see the light. I know, okay, we're going to intersect. I need to stop. His ass is leaning over against the wall. But anyway, so this last joke, I was texting one of my exes and I said, hey, you should come to this comedy show I'm supposed to be in. And he goes, I don't know if I'd want to. And I said, yeah, you probably don't want to. And he's laughing. And he goes, do you remember when you stuck your finger up my ass when you were giving me a blowjob? And I'm like, I don't remember that. I don't remember ever sticking my finger up your ass. And he goes, you did. I said, well, did you like it? And he goes, no, I didn't like it. So, well, did you tell me to stop? And he goes, no, I didn't tell you to stop. You never stop a blowjob. That's true story. We literally had that conversation. If I would have had
Oh
time,
my
I was going
god.
to finish with that. But yeah, so and then the way that they did their voting just fucking sucked. So the setup of this stage, like if you're around the one corner, which is where I had 4 of my friends at. So I had 4 friends. Here's the stage. And then way around this corner, so they could barely see the stage. If I walked back on the stage, they weren't going to see me. They could see the front of the stage. They did not have a great view, but they were free tickets.
Yeah.
So, those 4, and then I had my brother. My brother was there listening to all this ass talk. My brother and his new wife, lovely woman. I'd never met her before. This is how I meet my sister-in-law talking about anal.
Yep.
Um, so
Oh god.
they're sitting up here, and then my one friend, her husband, and a couple other friends are sitting at a table that were down here. So you would think they would have QR codes for the voting on the tables because the way that the voting is supposed to go, the 3 highest scores move on to Saturday. And the way that they did it, they didn't have a QR code on the damn table. They put it up on I have to grab my charger. They put it up on a freaking PowerPoint slide.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Yep. You got to text this number and text green to this number and then click this link and then vote for the 3 people that you would like to see win. Well, it sounds easy enough. Well, first of all, some people couldn't see it. Also, some people, when they got the link, because they text it and then they got the link, because some of my friends, they showed me 2 of them. They clicked the link, the page wasn't populating. And I
Mm.
think it was because they were like on older iPhones. Um, so I had them, type in the website, but here's the problem. You only had 5 minutes to vote.
Oh,
Literally, from
wonderful.
the time that they put that shit up, you got 5 minutes to vote, and then voting's done. And it was like because they had another show and like very shortly afterwards. Um, but they only gave them 5 minutes to vote. But I know I had at least 10 people there. 10 votes. I'm gonna plug my
Yeah,
computer
no
here.
problem. That's that's unfortunate. And I wish they would, hopefully it's operated better next time and they kind of learn from this and,
Yeah,
n- you know, make it more convenient because a QR code, even having, because I mean you can print out 1,000 black and white little instruction things. They're gonna be
yeah.
like $5 at Staples. They're really cheap,
It's
you
like
know.
they weren't positive how they were going to do it, like any of this. Um,
Yeah, which is also dumb. It's like, well, I mean, I don't know.
yeah, because
Let me
I
figure
had
it out.
told you I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to compete because
Yeah,
they kept
yeah,
flip-flopping on the date. And I'm just
yeah.
like, why are you flip-flopping on the date? And then they had people not show on Thursday. And I think the reason for that, it was free. They did not charge an entrance fee, and it's the only one I've seen so far that didn't.
That's
So if
terrible.
yeah, if you, they could have made money from that. So if you have an entrance fee um of $20, let's say, people are more likely to show up. If you have, oh, this is the first time we're doing this free entry and you got something else to do, so maybe it's not going to hurt you that much to not show up. So they did
Yeah.
have a couple people not show up on Thursday. But the guys that won were they were good. They were
Okay.
good. I wasn't in there, but I could hear the laughter.
All right.
I was only in there for the last couple. I could hear the laughter out. So, and that's the thing. I was very, very upset. Like I said, when I got off stage, I was so confident in my performance. I wish somebody would have recorded it. I wish they would have because I was so unbelievably confident. I floated off the stage and I had this guy fist bumping me come around, this person fist bumping me, security come up, they fist bumped me. I had several people tell me, great job. Matter of fact, I had one chick come up to me afterwards. This is what I found really interesting. She came up to me um after we had left that main room and we're back out at the bar area. She comes up and she goes, "Did you do open mic here a while back?" Now, do you remember I did open mic back in like October,
Yes.
maybe?
Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Y- that's the last time I would have been in there.
Uh-huh.
And she remembered me.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
she's like, "Give me your phone." Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So she connected with me on Facebook. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, maybe I am memorable. Because remember, that was the one that we actually had the video for. Because I
Yes.
recorded. I'm like, why did none of these motherfuckers record this shit? My brother was like, it said no cell phones. We didn't want to get in trouble. I'm like, damn, motherfucker. They would have got you in trouble.
I mean, from what you said, they didn't cost you any money so for them, like, what are they gonna tell you? Like, put your phone down. They're not gonna
Yeah,
kick you out. Yeah,
it's
like,
not the Dave Chappelle show. But see, here's the thing. Okay, so they should have charged an entrance fee to the comedians because they were charging these other people, the audience, too much. Your general entry tickets. So we each got 8 comp tickets.
Yeah.
Okay. But we didn't know about those comp tickets till like right before we were supposed to be going. And I'm like, well, fuck,
Yeah.
I already had people buy tickets. But I think it was like 10 or $15 for general admission, and then it was like 20 or 25, something like that, for premium seating. Who the fuck wants to pay that? It was it, you're coming to see a competition. Yeah, you're seeing like 15 people. That's exciting. The MC was doing no jokes in between. It was literally one after
Oh
the
man,
other.
that's
Yeah,
rough.
it was boom, 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 boom. Um, but see, all these people then, if their person didn't move on, they're not there on Saturday. So
Yeah.
Saturday, we were getting, at least I did, got a text like Saturday morning. So they sent out these mass text messages. Um, they must not have sold hardly any tickets because they were like, oh, if you text this code, you can get a $5 entrance ticket and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers. Because some of the people that won, which no disparaging to them, they were out of towners. So the people that were there, my 10 people, because I had 10 people that came to support me, and I appreciate them so fucking much because I think that's part of what helped me get excited about it. Um, they didn't go on Saturday to watch these other people.
Yeah, they wouldn't have. Yeah. I mean, and that just makes financial sense to pick the locals because like you said, you want them to come back the next day and to come in and like even if they ordered like 2 beers and an appetizer, that's money for the bar, money for the place, more tickets sold. It
Yeah,
just
they
makes
couldn't even
yeah.
they couldn't even fucking give away tickets on Saturday.
Jeez.
$5 for a ticket, you might as well make it free. So what they should do for next year, if they ask us for any kind of, feedback, which they may not give a shit what we think. Um, but if they ask us for feedback, charge your comedians a fee. I am not above if they would have said it costs 10, 15, 20, even $50 because it's local for me, I'd have paid it.
Yeah.
And then that's less that they have to put on the guests that are coming.
Hmm.
Um, because if they gave think about it, 15 people and every comedian had 8 comp tickets, uh, where were they making their money at? They were supposed to be making their money from um the drinks and food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully they made something to make it worth it. But and also they got to have a better way to fucking vote. I'm still just I know these guys were good, but damn it, I was fucking on it, man. I'm telling you, when I left there, when I started coming down, like I started crying, like getting all teary-eyed up in the um as we were at the bar area. And I'm texting you. I'm like, I did not move on.
And
Congratulations.
oh God. Jeez. And I really wish I actually wanted now that you described your set to me, I would really wish I was there because that would have been hilarious to fucking see.
Oh my
Especially
God.
you especially you throwing yourself to the
I
ground.
did, dude.
Damn it.
Threw myself to the
Oh my
fucking
God.
ground. Did it and jumped up. I was
That would have
fucking on it. Fucking on it. Fucking on it. I
well
just I just wanted to get in the top 3 and I thought that would do it. But there were 15 of us and I'm sure the other ones just wanted to be in the top 3 also. And that's what I have to tell myself cuz after I texted you, I also texted a couple other friends or messaged a couple other friends that have always been very supportive. They were not there. Um, but the one was the reason I went to LA. And because I'm like, at that point, I just wanted to quit. I'm not good enough. And I do that. I am very, it's very hard for me not to be the best, not to be perfect, not to be, I'm the kind of person, if I don't get 100 on a math test or something, then I'm a loser. So, it just it's very hard on me. And when I was not in the top three, I'm like, well, look, I'm starting to get teary-eyed now, actually. I'm like, well, everybody has their place, and stand up is just not mine. Oh God, look, I really am gonna cry. Um, but I don't know, man. I felt like I was on it. I felt I was good. The feedback I had from the audience members, it was good. It just wasn't my night. And that's what I have to keep telling myself.
Yeah, and I mean from everything you've told me, it sounds like the people who are running it and all of it was kind of a shit show. So you really cannot blame yourself because even you describing your set to me, I'm laughing and tearing up from just like you just described. I didn't see it. I was not there. I want to see it. And it's unfortunate that with a lot of I guess technical issues and also them just it's their first time from what you told me doing this show and putting it together, and there was a lot of things, a lot of moving parts they didn't know how to work.
Yeah,
It sounds like there was a
it's the
lot of
first
balls
year.
dropped, a lot of things didn't go correctly, and it was unfortunate that I guess you were the collateral damage of that whole thing. Like you didn't get to go on, you didn't get the votes in time probably, or whatever happened, or your friends' phones didn't work because they used some janky service that cost them nothing, or maybe little, very little. So that is,
And
yeah, and that is
maybe the
incredibly unfortunate.
maybe the others just got more votes. That's the other thing. It's there was a lot of funny people there. There was a lot of funny people there. So I think I got a good set though. I don't know if I can
Your set
ever
is
flop my
goddamn hilarious. You better fucking. I mean,
I don't know if
don't.
I can ever flop on the floor like that again, but I had it down to four
Well,
minutes. It's a four
don't.
minute set.
Okay, okay, but like, don't flop on the floor
Even the
like
flopping.
yeah, but like, don't flop on the floor like five days a week. Like, do it like 2 days a week. Okay, like we don't want you injured. Okay, we don't want you injured. We want more of that. For sure.
Yep. The
But
whole way coming back from Kentucky, because it was a 4 hour drive, I was recording it and pausing while in my mind, I'm like, okay, I would flop and then I would get back up. So I was even pausing to give that in there. So it was a 4 minute set with a little bit of a cushion because they gave us 5 minutes.
okay, no, and that's
So
yeah,
yeah.
no.
Um, but I wanted that little bit of a cushion in there. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just need to go try it elsewhere.
I think
It,
you
but
do. I think, in all honesty, if you were to do like an open mic Friday Saturday kind of thing,
yeah,
um, probably um and have maybe two more, like at least one more set worked out that's about that long as well. I think you I think people would more people would see it, and you'd kill it, and they'd love you for sure because, well, like I said, you just telling me about the set is hilarious.
then again, I had a couple drinks. Maybe I fucking was lousy. Maybe I was lousy and I just thought I
Nobody's
was funny. But I'm
Erica,
telling you, people were fist bumping me,
Erica,
man.
nobody's gonna fist bump the lousy comedian, okay? Just so
I
you
mean, they
know.
were, man. They were.
They're
It
not gonna
was
give
like,
you.
I was like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, they're not.
I just knew I had it.
Nobody's gonna give accolades to the mediocre comedian. Just so you know, okay? They're not gonna make that gesture and be like, "Oh, we're just gonna make them feel okay because they did fine." No, nobody's gonna do that.
I mean, yeah. I just knew I had it. I
Yeah,
just knew I had it.
yeah.
But one of the dudes that won, this is nothing on him. He was local and he's actually one that goes to this club a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So he had a lot of support, not just family, friends. He was used to that club. He had a good set. Um, so I'm glad he moved on. He's local.
Okay.
So um the other two were not local. They were a little bit further away. The one is from Indiana, but I can't remember where the other one's from. Um, but that's okay. You know, everybody moved on. Um, and I can't even tell you who won on Saturday because once I didn't move on, I'm like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I don't blame one. I don't blame you one bit
Good
for
luck
that.
to you.
But no, I mean, like that. No, that set is fire. I would definitely look up another open mic, like like even because that set is too funny to just be done like a Wednesday or a Monday. You need to do that shit like um on like at least like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That has to be done on those 3 days. Really, it does.
That's another reason why I wanted Friday because I thought there would be more people that just want to go to the comedy club,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I might have gotten. But yeah, it was funny then because then when we were out in the bar area, I said congratulations to all the winners. And the one guy was like, "You were really funny." And I said, "I guess people just don't find anal as funny as I do." And he goes, "I think anal's funny." So, but
Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah. Even the one security guy, he was like, "Just don't
And
anal."
he's
Yeah,
and I'm
that
sure
was
he's
good.
seen a lot of comedians. I'm sure he's seen a lot of comedians. So him to fist bump you.
But I think part of what made it such a strong act is because I'm a middle-aged woman throwing my legs in the air.
Yes, you are. You have a very small stature for sure. But also, like, yeah, like just imagining you do that move once again is hilarious in my mind.
I
Like
did, man.
I can't imagine it.
I wish they would have recorded it, but I think they were
Oh
all
my
just
God.
kind of like shocked. Yeah, no, they didn't record it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's okay. It'll probably never be as good, but um I felt really good about it. But no, after I was coming home and it, I just keep to have to tell myself it's like, do I enjoy stand up? Where is my place? Um because see this next month I don't have anything planned. So it's like I can spend this next month trying to do stand up. I do have some movies that are filming in February, so I'll have to do that, read those scripts. But start on my book. Um, because I still want to do a book.
oh yeah.
Um, and work on updating my um headshots, my demo reel, and just kind of go from here because as much as I love all this stuff, if I can't make money from voiceovers, if I can't make money I'm going to have to go back to work,
Yeah.
take another contract. I won't be as greedy this time, but I'll make sure I keep it a simple one contract. But, well, actually, my building is selling next month, so I could actually take some time off.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
But
No, I no, like
I
like
just
like
need
I
to
said,
figure it out. I
no,
need to
yeah,
grow
that's
up.
oh
I
God.
need to I need to figure out what I want to do when I grow up.
Oh God. Yeah, that's my problem as well. Um yeah, I can do 47 things at once. That's great, but like, nothing's really too stable. So it's just like, whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I
Yeah.
will, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But no, that's how that went. My friends that were there, I was so appreciative. My one friend brought her damn daughter. I was like, great. So I'm talking about anal in front of my friend's daughter and in front of my brother and his new wife. Oh well, it's all good. It's all
oh
good.
well.
But no, I've already today, man, I was thinking of I was doing the damn laundry and I had these jokes going through my head and I didn't write them down and now they're kind of gone because I have very short memory anymore. But I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready to give it up yet. I just don't know that I can make money from it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the thing.
that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, I think you should definitely do, at least a couple more open mic nights, see what's nearby, see what's
Yeah.
within reason, of course, of driving distance and gas and things like that, obviously.
Oh yeah,
You
there's
know.
tons like in Cincinnati and Chicago and like the whole
Yeah.
tri-state area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
See
just
what
need to do it.
yeah. Just see what's up.
Maybe,
Get
maybe,
in,
maybe, maybe.
email some people, and do your set and throw your legs up in the air.
I
Talk
know.
about anal. It'll be
I
funny.
know. Oh my God. So I do have my eye surgery scheduled for the morning.
Yep.
So for those that didn't know this, these bags that are under my eyes that you're always seeing, because I'm always on this damn thing without my makeup on and without my shading, these are going to be cut out tomorrow.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, I get this. I found the quote because I initially 9 years ago is when I was first looking into it. And I had seen this same plastic surgeon 9 years ago, and they gave me a quote. I found that old quote. It has doubled in price. If I would have got that shit done 9 years ago, I would have saved
Yeah.
so much money.
Yeah.
But it was funny because when I went, fucker, when I went, for the consultation, they take a picture of your face and they make you turn your head because then they're going to take pictures because they want to see what a great job they do. Um, and I had said, well, what about liposuction? And so they had me undressed, had to put the gown on, had these, oh my God, it was like a little triangle, a G string that they had me put on. And then the doctor came in. And the doctor's looking, and I said, "Well, what about liposuction in my abdomen?" And I really wanted the one that they could suck the fat out of the one place and put in another. You could actually have the fat sucked from your thighs and your gut and put them in your tits, and you can go up a cup or two.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want that shit. I'm standing there, right? We're just this little thing in a little sports bra, and he's sitting and I'm standing, and he's like, we can't do that. He goes, you wouldn't be happy with the results. And I was like, I wouldn't be. And he goes, no, because you already got this. And he grabbed my
Oh my
my
God.
fupa because my stomach is stretched out. And although I've lost weight, it like now hangs over.
Oh God.
like, like I got all this extra skin that could like it hangs over. And he goes, you already got this. He goes, it's kind of like a deflated balloon. He goes, even if we removed the fat, he goes, the skin is still too far stretched out. He goes, it's not going to do anything for the skin. I
That's
said, so what you're telling me is a tummy tuck? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, and if you want, because my ass is all fucked up too. He goes, then you would want liposuction. And I'm like, damn. And then not a wonderful guy. I love this guy actually. And so he describes, what he would do. And then he goes to close my robe and he closes my robe and I'm flipping my robe back open. And I'm like, but what about this? And he takes my robe and he closes it. I'm like, what about this? And he takes my robe and closes it. My motherfucker, look at me. And he tells the nurse, he goes, go ahead and give her a quote for the eyes and for um the full tummy tuck and then the liposuction of the what was it? The thighs and the back. I think that's what it said. She actually didn't give me the numbers on that because when she gave me the numbers for the eyes, which I was set on, because like I said, 9 years now, and I actually went to 3 different people and asked them about the eyes. Is there anything I can do about these bags under my eyes? And there is no cream in the world that's going to help. A lot of it's genetic. It's not puffiness, it is actually fat.
hmm
It's,
Yeah.
and because this is another thing the fucker said. So it's the slippage in my face as we age, of course, the collagen in our face reduces. And my face is basically it's slipping kind of. He asked me if I had thought about a facelift. He goes, "Are we thinking of facelift yet?" And I'm like, "Oh, motherfucker." And then now, even tonight, I'm in the mirror like, so if I got a facelift, I could like, look how much difference that is. Maybe I should look at a facelift. So I was actually researching a facelift today because it takes off like 10 years. But I don't want to be one of those women that
Oh
are
yeah.
like
Oh
their
yeah.
face is super tight. So I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'll hold off on the facelift
Yeah, there are
right
a
now.
couple celebrity photos that came out like, before and after, and I was like, ugh.
I know, like I'll hold off on the
Yeah.
facelift. But if I can get rid of these bags, because actually they do, um, they're very, very puffy and it'll just make it flat is really all it'll do. But they're gonna, I'll have stitches. They're gonna put me out. Now that's why I've been putting it off because it is complete knock me out. I have
Yeah. Yeah.
never been knocked out before
Yeah.
from anesthesia. And to be honest, that is what worries me the most. The recovery doesn't worry me. The stitches don't worry me. Even the swelling that I might have afterwards doesn't worry me. It's the anesthesia that worries me because I've never had it. And I don't know how my body will react to it.
Yeah.
And he said that the things that they use nowadays is nothing like they used to, and the risks are a lot shorter. And it's a very simple surgery, and I should only be out for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, they've my grandmother had anesthesia in like into her late 80s, early 90s, and she came out of it fine.
Okay.
You
Okay, good.
know.
Yeah, that it just terrifies me
No,
because
my grandmother got surgery like when she was 88 or 89, and she came out of it fine. You know.
okay.
It took a little while for the drugs to wear off, things like that, but after that you're fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, this is being done in their in clinic surgical place.
Yeah.
But I was telling my one kid yesterday, because of course I'm such a I'm such a um I don't know. I always think of the worst case scenario. So I've told my kids and my older son especially, I said, now you're my emergency contact. I said, so if anything happens, my will is in the lockbox. Um, but they can call you or your brother. And he's like, well, let's hope nothing happens. I said, true, but Joan Rivers went for that fucking esophageal thing where they stuck the tube down her throat and she ended up dying at that fucking place.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were just doing a scope in her throat and she had some kind of reaction and went into a heart attack or something that she ended up having. I don't know.
It was something like that. Well, yeah, and also that's the way Bill Paxton went. He was under surgery and
Oh, Jesus. Great.
yep. I mean, I'm just being realistic. I don't mean to scare you, but and also like those are extremely rare cases
Well,
also.
actually, a lady I know in town here in Decatur, she was in a semi comatose state for like 10 years
Oh geez.
from anesthesia. Now she did end up recovering. It wasn't like, but it did fuck her up somewhat. Um, gave maybe it wasn't 10 years that she was under, but she had complications
Yeah.
and she was in a coma for a bit. I could be exaggerating that time, but she was in a coma for a bit. Long enough where her mom had to care for her kids and stuff like that.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but she did end up coming out of it and she wonderful woman, but of course she's always going to have some health issues and shit like that. And it's like, God forbid she ever need anesthesia again. But that's the thing. If
Yeah.
you've never had it, you don't know how you're going to react.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's my fear. I do know the one time at the dentist office, they gave me, and I told this the plastic surgeon this. I said the only time I've really had anesthesia, not even anesthesia, it was just the laughing gas at the dentist office. But the once they gave me too much, that shit, uh, I kind of like that. Told you about that before, where I kind of like zoned out And then I could hear them saying, Erica, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Erica, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I imagined the doctor, I guess I was imagining the doctor coming in and pulling the tooth. And then them saying, are you okay? Can you hear us? And then I just kind of woke up and the dentist hadn't even been in there yet. I kind of imagined the whole thing. So I think they gave me a little too much
Yeah.
and it did knock me out
Yeah.
for a minute there. But and I felt horrible afterwards. Like I was very, very nauseous, very fucking flushed, and that's what worries me. But then again, here at the plastic surgeon, they are intending to knock me out. They're at the dentist office, they just cranked it up too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
unintended.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. But
Yeah.
either way, I'm gonna do it. So
Yeah. You did get a message on Instagram that I showed you earlier.
oh
Yeah. This person used to email a lot. I'm once again not going to say their name, but the initials are TA, and they asked, "Do you have an OnlyFans account?"
oh no, I do not have an OnlyFans account.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I looked at the account, like it just popped up like message to Eric Dyer podcast account, and I was like, what? That's
Yeah, who's messaging
yeah.
this?
It's like I
Oh,
was
that
like
is hilarious.
oh, okay, somebody sent a message. Oh, that's a funny message.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. I was trying to see if there's anything that I got that was funny, but anymore I don't really read them. I just archive them.
Oh, of course, yeah. But
Yeah.
that was one we got a couple days ago, and I was like, that's
I
funny.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. No, no, no OnlyFans account. Not yet.
Not
Maybe I'll
yet.
never want to go back to work. I wouldn't do an OnlyFans account.
God.
I wouldn't make much money. Although maybe I would make money. You never know. You never know what people are wanting.
Dudes are horny. I'm just saying, like, there's there they we love we like there's a flavor for everybody. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, but does it have to be sexual in nature? I could do an OnlyFans account and just have it be comedy. I could try out all
You
my,
could do no, you could 100% do that too. 100% you
yeah,
could.
yeah, like I don't need it to be, but I think everybody associates OnlyFans with, you
Oh no,
know,
they do because it was a service that came out during the pandemic. And I distinctly remember this as well. It was hilarious because I remember I was going home for a bit because things had, should kind of hit the fan.
yeah.
And I went to my computer store to pick up like, webcam or something because I wanted to communicate with my friends on the podcast. And all the webcams were sold out. All of them were. And there was an
Oh God.
explosion of OnlyFans girls and that whole thing and stuff. So I don't know.
Oh God. Well, back in the day, um, uh, they had, God, I'm trying to think where those girls it was like a 24-hour house where they would just have cameras. And this is when you could get a subscription. I mean, I know that's pretty common now, but this is back when it just first started.
Oh
And
yeah.
now there's a hotel in Japan. I don't know if it's still running or not, but the guy's concept, it's like a very low budget boutique hotel which has standard rates, but if you are willing to let your room be transmitted on this website for viewing, you got it like $1 a day for your hotel room. And
Uh,
I'm like, I would do it. Dollar it. I would
you would
so
sit in
do
front of
it.
the camera and just tell jokes the whole time. It would be
I
great.
would.
It would be great.
I would. I would so do that. I would jump on that free hotel room just about. Why not, man? Oh God. But yeah. Um OnlyFans. That's hilarious. No, no OnlyFans account. Oh, but another thing that I wanted to bring up. Okay, so do you remember when we were talking about Actually, I don't think we talked about it. We just kind of shared it back and forth. God, I can't even think of their fucking names. Let me pull it up here. Um, Scout and Danielle. You know how
Yes, 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 yes,
so
yes.
that trip that they've planned,
Oh God.
oh my God, I get so many emails about it because they're not getting people to sign the fuck up for it.
Really?
Yes, they still. So you would think that this is
Oh my.
something that like would have sold out right away, right?
Yeah, because their podcast shit sells out all the time whenever they're at a
Yep.
convention.
So here's the thing. I've gotten, I swear to God, 5 emails about it now. Um, it's from July 18th to July 22nd. 5 days, 4 nights. They still have 10 plus spots left.
Jesus.
Well, you can't tell me. And it's been 10 plus spots left forever and a day. They want, here we go, $3,299 for this trip.
Shit.
Um,
What the wait, hold on for four what you said 4 days, 5 nights, right? Is that what it was?
5 days, 4 nights.
5 days, four
I
nights.
yeah, well, yeah, I guess it's 5 days, 4 nights.
And
That's what they have in their thing here.
but that's not even including
Travel.
travel. What?
Correct.
Okay, I
It's
think okay,
one city.
dear God, okay.
It includes, I'm gonna tell you what it includes here. They will provide 3 transfers from the airport, but it has to be between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. So they'll transfer you back and forth to the airport. It includes 4 breakfasts, 3 lunch, and 4 dinners. Um, their activities included, this is where I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. A sunset cruise, a
Uh,
cultural tour
oh God.
of the Casona Museum and a pottery workshop, and a tortilla making lesson. That's their
I
trip.
think I think I okay, also I think the reason they made the price so high is because the weirdos only have so much money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't really do that much. And also like some of the weirdos may not be able to leave the country. So that might be a thing too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They may
I get that. But yes. So and in their description, it's time to explore the beautiful beaches. Um uh Beautiful beaches and damn near perfect weather. This is an amazing place to relax with us while also getting to spend some time discovering the culture and nature. Um but yeah, it's there was so much opportunity with this trip, but they priced it out.
they
They
did.
priced it they priced it out. Yeah.
Three grand. Wow. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, because I would be paying for airfare completely separate because if you get it as part of a package, the airfare, everything's more reasonable. So we're looking at what, $500 to add on to that for airfare
Yeah,
at least,
at
at
least,
least.
man. At least, jeez.
And I'm not going to pay 4 grand to go spend time with them. Would I spend 2 grand? Sure. That'd be a hell of a fun time. Four
Yeah.
grand? I don't think so. And then like their activities, I'm like, who the fuck thought of these damn activities? Um,
They probably did because if you listen to their podcast every now and again, they get a little airheadish, a little ditzy, and it's like, listen, guys, you both are very talented and very pretty, but that's kind of where it ends.
yeah, I'm just like, I don't want to go there and go, if I'm paying that much, do like the sunset cruise is nice. Um, but do like a beach party or because you're really talking about people that I don't want to go make tortillas. I'm not gonna pay 4 grand to go make tortillas. I can look a recipe up online.
Yeah.
But they just priced it out. They fucking priced it out.
Yeah, and they kind of and they also really misunderstood their star like their star power. They really have. They should have honestly this should have been something that they did in 2 years, or they should have done it pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Honestly, when they were at the height of their like thing. Now people really don't care.
Well, they could have started off, and maybe they will do this because this trip isn't going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. I'm quite sure because they only had 8 to 20 spots and they still have 10 plus spots
So okay, so 10 plus spots. Let's
available.
say let's say that's 12 spots open. So they had 20 spots, 12 is still open, only 8 have sold roughly, let's say.
Estimate. Yep.
Estimate, yeah. That is insane.
Yeah. Um, so they wouldn't make much money from this.
No, no.
So they maybe they should have started off with, because their questionnaire that I filled out asked, do you want to go to a foreign country? Do you want to stay in the States? Um, I think they should have stayed in the States and did like a weekend thing, a 3-day weekend thing that costs like 1,000 or 1,500
15
just
to
to
the max,
gauge
yeah. Yeah, 15
just
to
to
the max, yeah. Yeah.
gauge interest.
100%. Should have been in the States, should have been something nearby that's easy
Mm-hmm.
access.
Yep.
$1,500 for $1,500 even for like a long like a Labor Day weekend kind of thing, like 4-day weekend, do that,
Yeah, and they
you
could have
know?
done like in Arizona, or they could have picked a fun place to
Oh yeah.
explore, and we can go hiking, or we can go do this. But yeah, I was quite, because they were in Costa Rica. What about volcanoes?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no like volcano tour that they wanted to join. They want to make tortillas and see a couple museums. I'm like, Costa
I
Rica
swear,
is a beautiful area.
listen, who's ever running their PR, especially for Danielle's website, is a fucking moron. Like, I don't know who the hell's running it. I mean, I understand they make money doing these small movies. Good for them. And once again, they are good actresses. I've seen their stuff.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
They are talented.
they're very good.
Here's what needs to happen. They need to scrap this idea. They need to talk to Shutter and get a fucking show on
Yeah.
Shutter.
Yes.
Give them a small budget, have them do
Oh,
something
yeah.
something fun, and like really and actually make it good. Don't make it some shitty like, oh, it's two girls thing. No, make it actually good.
Yeah.
Go on for make it a really wonderful, fun, crazy horror show.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for 3 seasons. After 3 seasons, and you have your podcast and this, that, and the other, and you can tie the podcast into the show, and it's a whole thing.
Yep.
Then do a trip, and you can charge 3 or 4.
Yes. Yes. No,
Yeah,
I think that would be perfect. And if they did like a show that was like 30 minutes long, um, to start them out, or even 40 minutes, yeah, I think that would be great.
yeah, because I mean that's their biggest niche crowd is like the horror community. It's like if you do
Yep.
something in that realm,
Yep.
even here's the thing, even if you do shit, even if you write, even if they're in like a new slasher movie or something that's going to come out and they start
Mm-hmm.
promoting that and it's going to be the
Yep.
new thing and then it gets a national theatrical release, they're minting money.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, they need to get on that shit because once again, they're talented, they're lovely. I've met them both. They're extremely nice people, very very good people. Their PR team, whoever's working their shit out, needs to really like ramp this shit up. It's dog shit. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, because it's like when I first got that and saw how much it was, I was like, I'm not paying that. And
Yeah,
part of me thinks it even went down a little bit, but maybe not.
yeah.
I just started deleting it. I'm like, I'm still getting the emails. Uh, hey, Erica, you still haven't signed up yet. Oh, they do have 12 spots left. Only 12 spots left.
Still
Book
though,
now before it's too late. Yeah, so they did have 8 people, so maybe they will still go. But they could have made more money if
yeah.
they would have just done it a little
If they
different.
have, well, yeah. If well, here's the thing: if they have 60% occupancy, they'll go. They'll 100% go.
Yeah,
But they have to get 60% occupancy. They have to get down to like 5 spots left,
gotcha.
like 5 or 6 spots left. Then they'll go.
Yeah.
If they don't even get that, it's not gonna be worth their time.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. But I don't know. It's that's that. Yeah, because I remember them talking about a trip, and I know they posted the link because it's Fardlum on Instagram, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I don't. I feel as a single dude, I'm gonna feel really fucking weird being around these two celebrities for like a week or whatever. That's gonna be really awkward.
Yeah, well,
You
I
know?
I would have because I thought, oh, well, this will be something fun to do. But if it was 3 grand airfare from Chicago, or they picked a few major airports, or you know, 2 grand and you cover your airfare, I would be more receptive because I could plan a trip to Costa Rica um for probably shit this time of year. Actually, this is in July. Uh, Yeah, so July'd be hot as fuck. Um,
Oh yeah, I would.
so I could probably plan a trip to Costa Rica for July, including airfare, for less than $1,500
Yeah,
easily.
yeah,
So what I'm paying for with that other 2 grand is spending time with them.
yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, they need to start being like regulars on like a Netflix TV show or something, man. They need to get up there.
Yeah.
They need to go blow Mike Flanagan, who's done like House of Usher and shit like that, and have them on the next two series he's doing. Honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
because they need the publicity, they need the money, they need the clout. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to figure something out because it's I mean one like I said their independent stuff is great. They're good at what they do, but they need to either either be consultants on movies, open their own production company, or figure something
Hmm.
out because they're
Yeah.
they're getting older. They're getting older.
And that's right there. They do have their fan base, but there's always young, beautiful girls that are going to bring new fans in.
That's true.
Um, and the movies that they're making, they're not big budget movies. They're because Scout was just in another one that was released. I can't remember what it is, but she was in one that was just released.
Yeah,
But they're low budget horror films.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yep, yeah.
but yeah,
It's
if they should keep their podcast going, and I like the idea you had about getting a show on Shutter because I bet you Shutter would do it.
hmm
They
yep.
would jump on it. They would jump on it.
Yeah, that'd be the niche I would go because I know. I mean, I know they're not doing the best, and like like Joe Bob can't keep doing seasons. At some point, he's going to like he's just going to be done.
You know
Either
what? He's getting older. Maybe that's what they should do.
yeah,
Start having these two.
yeah, yeah. Either he's gonna die during production of one of the seasons, or he's just gonna be like, I'm too old. I'm out.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So
So maybe they should start having these ladies come in and be guests on the show and eventually hand it over. So it will keep generating money.
yeah, do something like that where like or yeah, or develop a show around them, or I don't know, do some sort of creep show, or maybe they need to do I don't know, figure something out, man. Figure something out really,
Yeah.
because they're getting to the end of people. I think another year or two, and their podcast numbers are going to dip hard,
Mm-hmm.
hard.
Mm.
Because for them to get $125 a person for their podcast, that's great. But we're getting into an election year. People are not going to pay.
Yeah.
People are really going to save their money and really not
Yeah.
use it too much. So you need to really figure out what you want to do, and kind of keep some longevity there. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I had to tell you about that because I keep getting those emails and
No, that's
we
hilarious. And
talked about it.
thank you for that. And yeah, because I heard them talk about the trip, and I know they put a link up or something, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm not gonna do it. It's fine.
Yeah. No, no. But
Yeah.
on that note, I do have surgery in the morning, so we're gonna have to be ending this, but we're gonna end it on a question.
I love it. I love it.
We're gonna start each podcast with a question, and we're gonna end each podcast with a question. Let's see. I've never Have you ever had sex with your roommate's boyfriend or girlfriend? So basically, have you ever cheated? Well, you never had a roommate, right?
No, I have not had a roommate, so
So that's a stupid one because I
I've
haven't either.
been yeah, very much single. So yeah, I've always lived by myself, or that's been about it in all honesty.
All right, we'll try another one. So for the woman, have you ever wished for bigger boobs? For a guy, have you ever wished your girlfriend had bigger boobs? Well, of course, I've always wished for bigger boobs. And like I told the plastic surgeon, I'm too old to do all that work now. I did
Um,
too.
yeah, for my
All
high school girlfriend, wish she had bigger boobs. Yeah, that'd have been nice. That'd been good.
right, all right. These are
Yeah.
still pretty tame. Let's do another one.
You really want to get into it.
I want to get something good.
I
This
know,
is
I
another
know.
stupid one. Um, for me, would you ever wear a thong? Actually, would you ever wear a thong? Or do you prefer your wife or girlfriend to wear a thong? For
I mean,
me, I can hate thongs.
it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. As a dude, like underwear's underwear, but like, it's always nice when the girlfriend wears something sexy. It's always good. You feel good about yourself because, she's wearing something nice. Makes you look good too, like she's trying, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
So this
But
might be a good one to end it with because so I'm
okay.
going to put a bad thought in your mind about a thong.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Regular underwear rides up the crack of your ass, right? Think of
Correct.
what a thong does. It is constantly rubbing against your asshole and against your vaginal lips, which means it is covered in fecal matter and urine. Enjoy
Jeez.
that one. We'll end it
Thank
on that.
thank you for that. Yeah.
That ain't
Um
no lie either. Thongs are very, very dirty.
I I I keep hearing this. I really have heard this from a lot of sources. But
Yes, they are. Now if you're gonna wear it, walk into the bedroom and take it off, absolutely. If you're gonna wear it all day, you're running the risk of transferring fecal matter into your vagina and getting an infection. I enjoy that one.
thank thank you. Thank you for that. By the way, if anybody has any thong recommendations, ericadyerpodcast at gmail.com or any other way to communicate us, the links are in the bio. So enjoy that.
Have a good night, everyone.